Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, hold. Alert! What's that?
Throwing right away is Allen. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. In motion, Shakir.
Half 85. What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Allen going to throw again. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. To throw again, it's Allen. And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Now Allen and his offense preparing to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Alert! Out! Alert! What's that?
Now, faking the give. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away. And just like that, the lead is 8-0.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Once again, it's Barkley.
Saquon Barkley on the
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
No touch.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have the Eagles first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be. Here's 2nd and 6.
Tiger Swamp, Tiger Swamp. Hey, 73, 73. No touch.
To throw, Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A first down on a gain of 11.
No touch that. No touch.
On the ground, this is Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Great, set. No touch.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Great. 73.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Silver, set. No touch.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Matt Milano there to stop him. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this.
Great, set. No touch.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
63.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down.
No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Philadelphia.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 12-yard line.
No touch.
Now it's Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this two-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
5 wide. Half.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Covey now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Great, set.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Man in motion is Brown. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. Give him 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
To the air again, Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
63. Great, set.
Man in motion is Brown. Hurts again. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's 1st and 10.
No touch, sir. Hey, 73, 73. No touch.
On play action, here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Here's Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Middle.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Stroud in the air to start us off. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, uno. Here we go.
Another try following the sack. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Working quickly here. 1st down, Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Texans attempted a 2-point conversion here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. I get this. I understand the temptation here, partner. Trying to follow up one big play with another, but they can't do it. They're stopped on a 2-point try.
Now, oftentimes, if you score on a home run, I'm sure you're emboldened to believe you're just going to get the 2 points. Well, it's not quite that simple. And I'll tell you what else you've now done.
He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston!
Some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we could do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Jameis. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Ready.
On second down, Winston. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And he will go all the way. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 46-yard line.
Great, set.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey. No touch.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
A 3-yard loss.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
No touch.
Dotson, the man in motion.
No touch.
On third down, it's Hurts. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A first down there on a pickup of 17.
I always like to say, Mike, receivers in the NFL, they're not paid to make the easy ones. They're paid to make the hard ones, and that certainly is in that category, and he's able to move the chains because of it.
A run with Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Jordan Hicks brought it down. A gain of 2. Brings up
Off the play fake, Hurts.
the Browns 36-yard line.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
this pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Man in motion is Brown. Third down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Wait. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Winston. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score of
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down by Zach Moore. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Eagles' 32-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
A gain of 15 and a 1st down. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Ready? Wait. Where we go?
Here's Chubb. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Eagles 3.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return is Rodgers. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Great. Set. No touch.
On play action, Hurts. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line.
No touch. Set. No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is intercepted. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back.
I caught you red-handed. Red lips on some it ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing. Cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They go right back to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, as you can see on this run, this is a back who is not going to shy away from contact. He actually welcomes it. His ability to run through contact, break tackles, and still have the speed and burst to pick up big yards.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. To the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. He'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings them right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Third down and 9. From the gun, Richardson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he's going to have a Colts first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside. We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Tampa. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now our run with the rookie out of Oregon. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
At the 47-yard line.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
First down, Eagles.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And an Eagle first down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Bill King!
And 9 at the 13-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. Quick throw, taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal. Here's Barkley. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Here now, second down and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So after one, so following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards.
Regular.
On second down, Baker. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On first down is Mayfield. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A hit, and he has lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
To throw is Mayfield. He's going to pick up the first down and more. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile.
And he's in! Mike Evans! Touchdown Buccaneers! On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Dotson, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. To the goal line and in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Good. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Kings, Kings, Kings. What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Good. Hey, alert 33. Done.
Here's Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return.
Lead all his followers, praying on the process, mind and spirit, feel like I'm floating in my prime time. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in. That's life, for times, for life, for life, for now, my eyes. Thank God. Got God on the line, to the devil I'm fine. He always trying his best. Top of the pole, me and my bros. When the story gets told, it's gonna be BMF. Down hard, it wasn't made easy. You can't live twice. Thank God I'm breathing. We gotta go now. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in. That's life, for times, for life, for now, my eyes. Thank God I breathe tonight.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Great, set.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. 2nd and a yard.
63. Great, set.
Now Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. I take. $47.
Dak going to put it up right away. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So they'll talk over.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take! Here we go! Kill! What do you think?
On play action, here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
What do you think?
Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up. 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
They'll run with Barkley. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Can the defense do it again? From the 1. 3rd down now, and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
KaVontae Turpin on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right, hey, kill! What do you think?
Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. He's got it! And he will score! C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys are on the board. It's 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return is Rodgers. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, it's Silver, ready? No contact. No contact.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs.
Every now and then, you see a ball leave the quarterback's hand, and it immediately looks like he wants to take it back. And I think with all the ways defenses can disguise coverages out there, that's exactly what happened here. I mean, listen, the best get fooled. It happens every so often, and they got to watch that ball head the other way.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go. There we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Hey, kill.
On 3rd down, Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. A pickup of 14 on that walk. 1st down, Cowboys.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up off by Nakobe Dean.
Intercepted by Isaiah Rogers. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Go on now. Ready, set.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 52 yards away. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will level the score at 10 apiece. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, here's Turpin. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Cooks going in motion. Prescott on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now, Dowdle. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a give to Barkley, running right. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Here's Barkley. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try to run here with Barkley. The speed on display. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Second down, Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. Down on the other side of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Yeah!
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take. 26.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cowboys.
They'll stay on the ground. That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4.
At the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yeah! What do you think?
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kelee Ringo.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Once again, it's Barkley. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Great. Set.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 27-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll run the toss to Barkley.
Typically, I'm the first one to be screaming up here to keep your offense on the field. Be aggressive and go for it. But I think at this stage of the 4th quarter, possessions are at a premium. I think you take this field goal, make it a 2-possession game, and I think now it's really hard for your opponent to have enough time to come back.
Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out.
Trying to dodge a sinning. Just walk out the lavish stove, pair of shoes, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight, baby. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his missing. Baby, these all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad, 50 flow, ain't hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District,